us to go, guys? Okay, Stan, we're ready for another Rising Stars bout, and this looks like it's going to be a good matchup. You see the bad boy of boxing, Rudy Lovato, there in his glimmering outfit and the cowboy hat, going to be taking on Jose Ramirez. Albuquerque crossed inner city rivalry here. Rudy Lovato and Jose Ramirez. These are welterweights scheduled for 6 rounds, and I think we can expect a pretty competitive bout here, Stan.
I think you're absolutely right, because Melchor Chavez doesn't bring anybody into the boxing ring until he is ready to go.
Okay, let's go up to Bob Matthews right now, Stan.
Next bout of the evening, 8 rounds in the welterweight division. Your judges, Jim Bagshaw, Jim Ash, and Levi Martinez. Your referee, Bird Nephew. First, fighting out of the blue corner. He hails from Albuquerque, New Mexico, weighing in at 147 pounds. Has a professional record of 12 wins and 5 losses, fighting out of the Northside Boxing Gym, Rudy Lovato. His opponent, weighed in at 146.5 pounds. Has a professional record of 2 wins, no losses, 1 win coming by the big win of KO, fighting for Team Frescus, Jose Ramirez. 8 rounds, welterweight.
So this bout originally scheduled for 6 rounds, but they changed it up on us. It's going to be 8 rounds of action here. So Jose Ramirez stepping into an 8-rounder in his 3rd pro fight. That's a little bit unusual. First of all, don't you think, Stan?
Well, I think it's a little unusual, but then I say again that Melchor Chavez, he brings him to fight. So I'm sure you're going to have a good bout here.
So we're just about set to get underway here at the Lujan Boxing Complex here in Albuquerque on the State Fairgrounds. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Dan Sisneros at ringside along with Stan Gallup. Rudy Bad Boy Lovato in the glimmering aqua-colored trunks with a white waistband. His opponent, Jose Ramirez, in the red trunks with Chavez written across the front. He's fighting for Chavez, well, trained by Melchor Chavez, fighting for Team Fresquez. Lenny Fresquez promoting this young man, the very tall Jose Ramirez. Rudy Lovato, an experienced fighter, announced here at 12-5.
Rudy Lovato was in a fight last week over in Las Vegas, so he's ready to fight at all times. He's one of the trainers at the Northside Gym. He's employed by the city of Albuquerque and helps train the Golden Gloves and other amateur boxers.
So good experience on the part of Rudy Bad Boy Lovato. Jose Ramirez 2-0 last time out. Went to war with Marty Maestas on the Rising Stars 7 card. That was a great fight. Came down to a split decision for Jose Ramirez. Had a booming knockout, though, in his pro debut over Mark Urioste. That fight taking place up in Las Vegas, New Mexico. Explosive knockout in the first fight for Jose Ramirez. And a grueling decision in the second. And right now, Ramirez gets offensive with Rudy Lovato. Rudy's more of a stick-and-move type fighter. Rudy's last time out, or the last time we saw him here in Albuquerque against Tommy Eaglin, won that fight with strictly a stick-and-move style.
One of the nice things about Rudy is that he's always in shape. You can get a call today and fight tomorrow. It doesn't make any difference because of his constant, well, his job.
Right.
Keeps him in shape.
When you're in boxing for a living, I guess it keeps you in shape.
Right.
Kind of the Minuteman of boxing. He's always ready to take a challenge. Former world-class kickboxer Rudy Lovato, at one time world rated, and switched over to boxing. He said that's where the money's at. And so here he is. So far, pretty much a tactical fight, and I think that's more in the favor of Rudy Lovato. He likes to fight a boxing match. There's Rudy firing the right hand. Again, Rudy now with a nice left-right combination. And the damage looks like to the eye of Jose Ramirez. He's starting to rub at his eye.
Yeah, he took a good solid shot to his left eye, so another shot or two by Rudy is gonna make his mark.
10 seconds to go in this opening round. We'll be back with more in Albuquerque after this. Stick with us. Back to the action here in Albuquerque. Rudy Lovato and Jose Ramirez, just as we expected so far, a pretty even match, pretty much of a tactical boxing match here.
You can obviously tell that Rudy is the more polished simply because of the more fights that he's had. But Jose Ramirez is going to give him the run for his money. He's not going to back up. He'll stay in with him. I think he's in a little bit of trouble right at this time because of the last shot to his eye. I think he's going to have some trouble.
Oh, and there's a big right hand from Rudy. He just kind of leaped in with a right hand. And blood now coming from the nose of Jose Ramirez. I wonder if it wasn't the nose that was actually giving him problems maybe and causing his eye to kind of close up on him or tear. Rudy Lovato's had some pretty good wars here in Albuquerque too. As I told you earlier, his fight with Tommy Eaglin. He also had a great fight with Steve Hindy some years back. And Rudy Lovato was mixing it up, and that will be ruled a knockdown. Rudy is saying no, but referee Merv Nephew begins the count. So a knockdown here scored by Jose Ramirez. When Rudy was starting to do some good work here, Ramirez evens things up with the power. And now Ramirez gets brave and comes in with some powerful shots. And now Jose Ramirez has Rudy in trouble. Now he's back in the ropes. Rudy Lovato's going to have to use everything he knows to get out of trouble here. And he lands a right hand. Both men trading with some wicked bombs here in the second round. And bad boy Rudy Lovato now trying to close the gap, move in on Jose Ramirez. And Ramirez gets tagged and he stumbles back. Both men exchanging here. Good action, and the fans are loving it here in Albuquerque. Oh, Stan, I think we have a war on our hands here tonight.
Well, I hope it goes on. The crowd is excited.
Oh.
And both boys are doing an excellent job. They both have landed some great shots.
A lot of give and take. Two warriors in here. Now Rudy throws the left, follows it with the right hand. Lovato did a good job of recuperating there. It looked like he was on the way out, but he hung in there, fought his way off the ropes, and actually hurt Ramirez. A lot going on in this round. And there you see Jose Ramirez now starting to work with that long jab. Follows it with the right, but Rudy with the counter shot now. Both men are getting damaged in this one, although Jose Ramirez looks like his eye is closing up on him, his nose bloodied. But Rudy Lovato has been down, so just like the last time out for Jose Ramirez, he had a war with Marty Maestas, and he's back in one again with 10 seconds to go in this round. Back with more exciting action after this. Back to the battle here, Rudy Lovato and Jose Ramirez. And I just don't see any way these guys could, I mean, it's hard to picture going 8 full rounds at this pace. Stan Gallup, what do you think?
Well, Rudy, Jose Ramirez was a little bit slow getting up off the stool. And I guess maybe that might have been the result of a little low obstruction, but he's taking a beating right now.
Oh my goodness, Rudy Lovato just landed 2 wicked shots. Now a warning for low, for throwing low by referee Merv Nephew. But Rudy Lovato scored heavy with both hands now. And again, Rudy Lovato sticks a nice little left hand in there. But he's got to watch himself. Jose Ramirez has demonstrated some good power of his own here. And of course, Melchor Chavez fighters always in top condition.
They come to fight. I think Lovato kind of thought about being knocked down there, because normally on the judges' cards that would be a 10-8 round, and he's got to come back big time from that. But it depends on his aggressiveness and how he fared the rest. It's not necessarily a 10-8, but he thought about that.
Well, it sure puts that thought in your mind, and it seems to have done that for Rudy. It's got him really going here. You can see that he's putting on the offensive pressure. Rudy Lovato lands a right hand, and down goes Jose Ramirez. He is definitely in a world of trouble here. Let's see if Rudy Lovato now can close the show. Herb Nephew says continue. Wipes the gloves, and now Rudy Lovato comes in for the kill. A body shot, a big right hand to the body. Again, Rudy Lovato. Good move on Rudy's part. Coming in and just goes to the body. It was wide open. There's a left hand from Rudy Lovato now. Again, the body attack by bad boy Rudy Lovato. And Jose Ramirez just having a world of trouble here. He is definitely being punished here by the bad boy of boxing, Rudy Lovato. Rudy trained by Sammy Kidd out at the Northside Gym. And there's a nice little finishing left hand off that on the counter by Rudy Lovato. And right now, Rudy Lovato is in command of this round. Ramirez tried to get himself going there with a jab, coming up short, and just looks like he just, right now at this point anyway, doesn't have it. He may need to catch a second win here. He's been taking some terrible punishment, but now look at Ramirez go to work as Rudy got into the corner, and Jose Ramirez saw that opportunity and jumped on it. Rudy Lovato now taking some breath through his mouth and lands a nice right hand. The jab right hand again, his favorite combination. It always has been. 10 seconds to go in a monstrous third round. We'll be back for more after this.
Ramirez, seconds down, fourth round.
Back to the action. It's been non-stop. You've got to love this one. Rudy Lovato and Jose Ramirez really putting on a treat for the boxing fans here at the Lujan building. Stan Gallup and Dan Sisneros. And Stan...
well, they've both been down once.
Yes, they have.
So, Lovato went down in the second round. Ramirez went down in the third round. So who knows? Depending on what happened in the first round, we have an even fight here so far.
Definitely both men have done some great things here. Both men being punished too. And Rudy's in the corner and he shouldn't be there. That's where he got in trouble last time. And here goes Ramirez trying to open up on him. And Rudy steps out. Oh, Rudy Lovato again with a right hand. Again with a straight right. Nice left hand now by Lovato, scoring to the head of his opponent, Jose Ramirez, in the red trunks. And a good, quick right hand there by Rudy. And Ramirez takes another right hand from Rudy Lovato. And Ramirez is just taking a pounding here to start this round. Again, the left hand from Lovato, the hand speed edge definitely going to Rudy Lovato here. Or at least the sharper punching and just able to connect flush. Ramirez just not able to get his offense going here, Stan. I mean, should he just get the jab going? What do you think?
Well, I think it would be to his advantage to stick the jab out. I think he has a little longer reach than Rudy, but he just can't seem to follow up.
And now Ramirez tried to come in with an uppercut. Rudy used the ropes there. He laid on the ropes and then stepped out to the right.
You got to give credit to Ramirez, though. He's not going to back up. He's going to stay in there. That's just the style out of the Chavez gym. Those guys are in shape, and if they don't get bombed or knocked down, they're going to stay in there and fight it all the way.
And I think that forward aggression is what's keeping Ramirez in this fight, if at all. even though he's taking the punishment, that's his only hope so far anyway to counteract the sharp punching of Rudy Lovato is the pure aggression of Ramirez. Like you said, he is not taking a step back. And it's, even though he is running into shots, it may not be the most effective aggression, but it's aggression nonetheless. And now he throws some nice body shots. Jose Ramirez landed a couple there, and Lovato tries to fight back here. And Rudy very smartly ties him up. Rudy went 10 strong rounds with the very powerful Tommy Eaglin, so we know he can go the 8 rounds. But Jose Ramirez really bringing some punishment now, and Rudy misses with a big uppercut as Ramirez tried to push him into the ropes. We'll be back for more after this. Don't go away. The start of round 5 now, scheduled for 8. This has been a terrific battle, Rudy Lovato and Jose Ramirez. And if you look at the faces of the two, you can see that Jose Ramirez has really taken some punishment. He looks like a fighter, Stan.
Yes, he does.
He does now.
But he's going to hang in there, no matter what.
And now blood is just pouring out of his nose.
Well, the doc took a check on him a minute ago and seemed to think that it was okay, at least at the end of the last round. So here we go into round number 5. And if he bleeds much more, I don't think the doc's going to allow it to go.
And I think Rudy Lovato is starting to target that nose too. He can see that maybe he can get a stoppage here. Just a slashing puncher. Rudy Lovato, not a big knockout puncher, but that slashing style doing a lot of damage to his opponent, Jose Ramirez.
And if you watch him, you're going to notice that he's going to keep sticking that left hand out. And every time he can, he's just going to put it right on the nose of Ramirez, and that'll make it bleed a little more.
Rudy Lovato, the smart fighter, uses his head here. Like you said, that experience, it comes into play in a fight like this. Oh, and Ramirez got staggered just a little bit. Again, a left hand now. And Ramirez takes a backward step. Haven't seen much of that. Rudy with a nice body attack now. And that definitely hurt Jose Ramirez. He couldn't hide the fact that it hurt him. And he's ready to go. Oh, Rudy Lovato winding up now and firing to the body. Ramirez trying to tie him up and stop the attack, and he does. We've got a mouthpiece out, I believe. Yes, we do. And Jose Ramirez now will get a little bit of a respite here because of the mouthpiece coming out. Referee Merv Nephew warning the corner that he cannot let that mouthpiece come out for a rest, and he will take points away. Rudy Lovato really going to work here in this 5th round.
I might comment on that mouthpiece thing. The mouthpiece will stay out in the professional ranks. In the amateurs, they stop the fight and put it back in. Merv Nephew is an amateur referee, and
right.
They do that, and that's a safety factor. But in the pro fights, that mouthpiece comes out. It stays out until there's a lull in the action, and he can then put it back in. But he doesn't stop the fight to do that, and the round will go to the end. The rule says that you must start the round with a mouthpiece.
And right now, Rudy Lovato continuing to work to the body. There's a nice left hook right to the jaw of Ramirez. You got to give Ramirez credit. He's got a lot of heart. He's staying up on his feet, and he's taking punishment. And he just keeps recuperating and coming back for more. And right now, he's putting the pressure on Rudy, and Rudy putting on some nice moves to get away from the attack of Jose Ramirez in the red trunks. With just a few seconds to go here in this 5th round. Don't go away. This is a great one. Stick with us, folks. We'll be back.
All right.
Back to the action here in Albuquerque. Rudy Bad Boy Lovato and Jose Ramirez locked up in just a bruising battle here, but it's Rudy Lovato right now starting to take control of this one. The right eye of Jose Ramirez swelling shut here, and it looks like he's really taking some punishment. But as you said earlier, Stan, Jose Ramirez in condition to continue fighting back.
Yeah, he will. That's just the way those kids do out of there. But I think his coach and trainer would not let him take a vicious beating. He would stop it himself.
Well, they know that Jose Ramirez does have the power to come back and steal this one from Rudy Lovato, so they've got to give him a chance. He has power. And now a shot to the eye, that same injured eye, and you can see Ramirez reacting to it. I think Rudy Lovato sensing that he's just going to continue with that slashing punishment. His corner man, Sammy Kidd, calling for Rudy Lovato to come in. He's waving his hands, waving him in, come in and finish him.
Well, Rudy's starting a conversation now with Ramirez. He's talking to him. I don't know how far that's going to go.
But that could be a sign of his confidence, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a big right hand by Ramirez. You got to watch him. He is powerful. Rudy Lovato now falls back against the ropes right above us here. And now Jose Ramirez starting to open up as he has Rudy in the corner. Oh, a big right hand by Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez opens up, lands a big shot, and Rudy Lovato now frozen on the ropes. Jose Ramirez continuing to throw shots. He is well conditioned because he's not that armory for as many punches as he's thrown in this sequence, but there's a nice counter right by Rudy, and I think Rudy Lovato just holding on, trying to weather the storm, answers back, and look at the face of Jose Ramirez, Stan. He is punished. Oh! Uh-oh.
And this crowd is going absolutely bananas. They're having a great time.
The crowd on their feet, Stan, with all the sight of blood just kind of brings it out of the crowd here.
Well, Rudy's got a really nasty cut over his left eye.
Boy,
that's going to take a real long look by the doctor.
Bad cut suffered now by Rudy Lovato just when he was on cruise control and looked like he was taking over, and then Ramirez comes back and punished Rudy, and now Rudy kind of trying to get back into the boxing mode here. Rudy with the experience, and we'll be back for more action in just a little bit here. Some concern about whether or not this fight would even continue, but looks like we're underway here. More action.
The card says 6 rounds. It was changed to 8 rounds, and the referee himself was confused because he's holding up 6 fingers. So he called a timeout, his own timeout, but he's ready to go.
And right now, Jose Ramirez calls time in as he goes to work on Rudy Lovato. Every time Rudy gets in the corner or on the ropes, Jose Ramirez takes the cue and jumps on him. I think Rudy needs to stay out in the center of the ring. Back and forth action here. What a tremendous fight here. You've got to be loving it at home, because they sure are loving it here in the audience live tonight. Lenny Fresquez again putting on a great show tonight. Rising Stars 8. And Rudy Lovato sticking that right hand out there, just pecking away at the face of Jose Ramirez.
Lovato's beginning to bleed again on the left eye there, so if Ramirez can take advantage of that, I think the doctor took a long look at it between rounds just a minute ago.
He really did, and I think Jose Ramirez would be smart to start targeting that right hand right to that eye and just bust him wide open. And now Rudy Lovato moving in, but the blood just streaming down from the left eye of Rudy Bad Boy Lovato. Lovato. This has been a back and forth battle. Both men down, both men bloodied, both men hurt and recovering. Just, we've had it all here. And now Jose Ramirez kind of stung Rudy Lovato, but Rudy moves back out, and now referee Merv Nephew calls time as the mouthpiece of Jose Ramirez falls out once more. And I think both fighters, Stan, don't mind this little break right here.
Well, Lovato's beginning to bleed pretty good again over his eye, so the doc will be up on the apron a minute from now.
Boy, we'll have one more round to go if they can complete this one. I'm sure the fans are hoping it'll continue for another round, but the doctor has to consider the health factor, the safety factor of the fighters. What a battle, and Jose Ramirez last time out was in a war with Marty Maestas, and here he is again with Rudy Lovato. A few seconds to go in this round. We'll be back for the final round if the doctor lets it go after this.
It's right in the ring girl, number 8. This is Lujan. Seconds down, 8th and final round. Give these guys a hand.
So referee Merv Nephew calls the two. They touch them up, and here we go with the 8th and final round of what's been a tremendous fight here at Albuquerque. Back and forth, it's had it all, and we're going to settle it here in this 8th and final round. You almost wish it was a 10-rounder, Stan.
Well, I think the judges are going to have their work cut out for them in this fight because, like earlier, you know, we had each boxer's been down once, and we both noticed that they're both bleeding a little bit, so I'm glad I'm not judging.
Me too. Amen. Oh, what a great fight. And right now, Rudy Lovato moves in, and Ramirez just kind of up on his toes now. And Jose Ramirez now takes control of the center of the ring, and he's stepping forward. It seems that if either man could just muster up enough energy and just get more offensive and stay busy, they could steal this final round. It could mean a lot in the scoring. There's a nice right hand attempted to the body by Lovato.
Lovato's in great shape. You can just tell that. They've done a good job of stopping the bleeding up there, and he hasn't been hit on the cut again. And obviously Ramirez is in great shape too. He's just been there all night long.
And Rudy Lovato smartly moving mostly or quite a bit to his right to avoid the big right hands of Ramirez that he knows are coming to open up that cut. And it's quite an art, quite the art of boxing to avoid getting hit while continuing to score punches, and that's what Rudy Lovato's doing right now. There's a quick right hand, that quick snapping right that just catches Ramirez walking in. Of course, Ramirez's right eye is just about shut. I don't know if he can see very well out of that. Might be susceptible to some left hands from Lovato. The crowd just having a ball here. Rudy Lovato now, and here comes Ramirez, and there's a big right hand as Rudy was moving out. He ran into referee Merv Nephew. He didn't like that too much. But Ramirez winding up with a big right hand. And blood just gushing out of the nose of Ramirez. He has just been punished, but what a tough kid. Two well-conditioned fighters to still be going at it like this here in the 8th and final round. And again, Stan, Jose Ramirez only in his 3rd pro fight.
Yes, he's done an excellent job. And I give lots of credit to Milko Chavez and his training tactics, the way he trains these kids. He won't let them fight if they're not ready.
And now Ramirez getting offensive, and Rudy bounces off the ropes and comes back with a combination. Combination punching by Lovato, power shots by Ramirez. A few seconds left. There will be no knockout in this one. We go to the decision of the judges. Stay tuned and we'll be back with that decision. Who do you think won? We'll find out in just a few minutes.
All right.
When he landed big. Let's go up to ring announcer Bob Matthews.
Let's give both these guys a good big hand to make this fight. We have a split decision. Judge Bagshaw sees the fight 76-75. Ramirez. Judge Levi Martinez sees it 79-74. Lovato. And Judge Jim Ash sees it 79-72. Your winner by split decision, Rudy Lovato.
So a split decision victory for the bad boy of boxing, Rudy Lovato, in an absolute war. You knew it was going to be a split decision. Can't argue either way, and both of these guys get the credit, Stan.
Well, it was a great fight. The scoring, 79-74, 79-72 for one of the fighters, for Lovato, and then 76-75 on the other side. Whoever that judge was, he just saw it a little bit closer fight. And I think the aggression, and maybe there was a little sentiment involved there, I don't know, but you never know.
But anyway, a tremendous victory for Rudy Bad Boy Lovato.
No question about it.
And we'll be back with more Rising Stars 8 after this. Stay with us.